Bobby Axelrod, the billionaire hedge fund king from Billions, is ruthless, brilliant, and always 3 steps ahead. But is he a Stoic? Or is he just a master strategist playing the ultimate power game? Today we break down Axelrod's philosophy and behavior through the lens of Stoicism to determine whether he truly embodies the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, or if he's operating on an entirely different level. Stick around until the end, because we'll reveal the one key trait that truly defines whether Axelrod aligns with Stoicism. Before we judge Axelrod, let's define what it actually means to be a Stoic. Stoicism is a philosophy centered on control over one's emotions, not being ruled by anger, fear, or greed. Focusing only on what you can control, accepting external events as they are. Living with virtue, acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Practicing resilience, seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth. Moderation in all things, avoiding extremes and maintaining balance in both success and failure. A true Stoic doesn't just win, they win with integrity, inner peace, and balance. So, does Bobby Axelrod meet these criteria? Let's break it down. Axelrod isn't just a financial genius. He's a machine when it comes to discipline and control. And in some ways, his mindset aligns with core Stoic principles. Unshakable composure under pressure. No matter how dire the situation, Axelrod rarely loses his cool. Markets crash, government investigations close in, betrayals happen, but he remains calculated and focused. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Axelrod doesn't just survive pressure, he thrives on it, seeing challenges as opportunities. A Stoic believes in amor fati, loving fate, embracing obstacles as the path forward. Axelrod lives by this. When the government comes after him, when competitors move against him, he doesn't complain, he adapts. He turns problems into leverage. Extreme self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius believed in controlling desires rather than being controlled by them. Axelrod is meticulous about his habits, his fitness, his strategy, his preparation. He doesn't waste energy on petty distractions. His focus is razor-sharp, just like a Stoic's. Calculated detachment from emotional disruptions. A key Stoic principle is not letting emotions dictate actions. Axelrod often embodies this, making decisions based on logic rather than impulse. His ability to detach from the emotional chaos around him allows him to stay ahead of his rivals. But here's where things fall apart. While Axelrod might use Stoic strategies, he often ignores Stoicism's most important principles: lack of virtue and justice. The Stoics believed how you win matters. Justice and integrity were non-negotiable. Axelrod: he bends or breaks the law when it suits him. He manipulates, exploits, and even destroys people to get ahead. A true Stoic would never compromise their values for personal gain, driven by ego and revenge. Epictetus said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master." Stoics rise above personal feuds. Axelrod, on the other hand, is obsessed with dominance. If someone crosses him, like Chuck Rhodes or Taylor Mason, he has to destroy them. His emotions often dictate his actions, making him the opposite of a Stoic in this regard. Attachment to wealth and power. The Stoics taught that external success is fleeting. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, warned against being attached to riches. Axelrod, however, defines himself by his empire. His identity is tied to winning, and he fears losing power more than anything. A real Stoic would walk away from the game without fear. Axelrod, despite his confidence, never could. Lack of moderation and balance. One of the fundamental Stoic principles is moderation, avoiding extremes in behavior, emotions, and desires. Axelrod, however, thrives in extremes. He doesn't just compete, he dominates. He doesn't just win, he crushes opponents. Instead of finding balance, he swings between obsession with victory and deep personal vendettas, making his life a constant battle rather than a state of equanimity. So, is Bobby Axelrod a Stoic? He uses Stoic tactics, calm under pressure, strategic thinking, discipline, but he lacks the core principles of virtue, moderation, detachment, and justice that define true Stoicism. The Stoics believed that who you are is more important than what you achieve. Axelrod, for all his brilliance, is still chasing external power and validation. And that's what ultimately separates him from a true Stoic. What do you think? Is Axelrod just a modern Machiavelli, or does he have some Stoic wisdom buried beneath the ambition? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into Stoicism and modern power dynamics. Thanks for watching. Stay Stoic, stay strong.